Hello folks, Sam from the Giant Tortoise Farm here today with my latest group. This is the 1600 group of Aldabra tortoises, and I have two groups. I have the 1600 group, which is a bunch of animals of maybe 4 to 5 inches, comes from the typical farm that I buy in Mauritius, and I'll have a link down in where you can find them on the website for sale. But I also have a group of 18 larger tortoises that comes from a different farm on Mauritius that I haven't brought a lot of animals in before. Really a nice collection of animals, and there's something special about these animals. Look how nice and smooth they really are. Look at that. So you can come in a little bit here. You can focus a little bit more on that tortoise, and you see it's a nice fastback here, and it's got a long shell shape. But what's really nice about this tortoise is how smooth that shell shape is. That's 1763. It looks to be about an 8-inch animal. Could be another one. 1763. This is okay, now you go over here, you got to grab that one. This is 1842, another stunner. Look at that animal, great looking animal. 1842. This is a double scoop, but what a beautiful animal, what a beautiful shell shape. 1842. All of these animals are available for sale. You'll find them on my website. I'll put a link in the description below. You can go check them out. You can actually buy online. This is another one. What's that number there? 1767, another example. Look how incredibly smooth that shell is. Just amazing. All of these animals are pit tags, so you can scan them. You can always prove ownership of those animals. And then here is 1820, another beautiful animal. Look at that one, wide and round. Again, these all have complete descriptions. They'll be on the website. And you can buy online.
1645.
This is 1645, another incredibly smooth shell. 1845. 1845. Okay, here we have 1849. Now this looks to be about a 6-7 inch animal. Another great smooth shell. Again, these all come from another farm on Mauritius that I don't typically buy from, that I don't particularly get animals from. And they're all pit tagged. This is 1827, 1847. A little bit of a fastback here. Nice vaulted skew. And incredibly, because look how, okay, just continuing along here, we had a lot of distractions. There's always a lot of noise going on around here. Now there's airplanes flying above. There were bombs in the backyard. There was drilling and mining. Anyway, this is a nice looking animal here. This is 1762. I'm going to give you a quick spin around. Another fastback. Just an idea. These animals come from the other farm in Mauritius. I don't normally bring animals in from, but these are really something special. I really like this group. 1766. This is 1766. This is about a 10-inch animal. I have the descriptions. There's an individual video for each animal. You'll find them on the website. You can go online and you can buy them online. You can put a deposit. 1766, a perfect, just another beautiful animal. Just want to kind of give you an idea of what these look like. This is 1768. Another, look how they all are so perfect, smooth, nice little bit of a fastback there, 1768. This looks to be another 9-inch animal. Again, these are all pit tagged. They come from the other farm. Normally I bring animals in from Rodriguez and Mauritius, and this is another farm in Mauritius.
1764.
This is 1764. This looks to be another 10-inch animal. Another perfect, beautiful shell shape, nice smooth shell. This is another perfect right here, you can see, right there. Again, there'll be links here to go to my website. You can buy online. And I'll tell you, it's really something special when you get into these tortoises. Everybody that collects these tortoises always start off with something else. They start off with red feet, usually. That's probably the best tortoise to start with a red foot, or then they'll get into sulcatas. And as you go through and you're collecting, everybody always wants to get to the top. They want to get to the pinnacle. They want to get to the biggest. and it's always an Aldabra, because Aldabras have well, they get huge is one thing, but they have that personality. If you check out some of my videos of my larger tortoises, you see how, I've raised them from tortoises that were smaller than that, little tiny babies. I've raised them over 40 years. They're giants now. It's amazing. When you get an Aldabra tortoise, the day you get an Aldabra tortoise, life is never the same. It's always different. That animal becomes part of you. And today, it's 40 years later, I'm walking out in the backyard. I still have to stop and look at them. They're just so amazing. They're just dinosaurs. They're prehistoric. They're what I call a showstopper. Anytime somebody comes over and they see the tortoises, they're like, wow, I can't believe it. And the funny thing is, it's 40 years later, guess what? I still can't believe it. They're still that amazing to me. It's really something that touches your heart. It touches your soul. They're just really special. They're such a smart animal. They're so tough. And to think that we're only a speck in their lifespan. 40 years. They live over 250 years. My kids' and kids will have these tortoises, and they'll remember old Sam. He brought thousands of these tortoises in. I've sold thousands of these tortoises. So it's really quite a legacy, and I'm really so proud to be a part of it, to have accomplished. God bless the things that I've accomplished, and my greatest joy in life is being able to bring that, to be an ambassador to that for other people. That's really the amazing thing. When you talk to other people and you see how it affects their lives and how they become part of it, it's just something that's really special. So, after all of the years, I'm doing this for over 40 years. It's still the same for me. It's that connection with people. It's that connection with these particular animals. They're just so special. So, if you're thinking about getting an Aldabra tortoise, boy, I sure hope you give me a shot. I'm here for folks. I put a lot of information out there. I make a lot of articles. I write a lot of articles on healthcare and behavior. You'll check them out on my website. I'm being attacked. You check them out on my website, and I really appreciate it. So that's a wrap from the farm, folks. Take care, everybody. Oh, very good. Now you got what you wanted, right? All of that huffing and puffing and all excited because you didn't get your carrot. Yeah, he knows. I guess he smells it. Yeah, there you go. Slap me 5. Yeah. Well, you're wonderful. What a wonderful animal. I raised this guy from a hatchling. A hatchling.